Hello guys, good evening all. Welcome to the session and welcome to the India's most comprehensive learning platform, that is the BYJU'S Exam Prep. Yes guys, so we are live once again. Very good evening Vamshi, good evening Shiv, Akash, Praveen, Gaurav, very good evening all. Yes, come on, so everybody quickly join the session. Update your friends that the session is live right now. Session is live and let us begin up this numerical integration part number 2 quickly. So let me give you a quick review. Yesterday we took up the numerical integration part number 1, that is the trapezoidal Simpson's rule. So yesterday we focused on the concept as well as some questions. Today it's all about question, and as I shown you yesterday some questions of gate, that concept is also very much important for the trapezoidal and the Simpson's rule. Okay. For the trapezoidal and Simpson's rule, the concept is also important because there are some questions that is requiring the concept. We know how we treat the trapezoidal and Simpson's method before moving forward. Okay, so the concept what was done, and then few questions we did, taking some more questions today. Yes, good evening Utkarsh, Raj, Parvinder, very good evening all. Come on guys, where are the students? Again everybody slow. ठीक है, wait नहीं करेंगे ज़्यादा because we have to get forward with the questions. Okay, and yeah, this is basically a brief intro about me. This is right. Utkarsh, I need to check an update. Okay, just need to check an update. So this is basically a brief intro about me. This is your mentor and educator Rakesh. Have secured All India rank 9th in the GATE examination and completed my masters from the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. And yes, it's been more than 11 years in this industry, training more than 50,000 students. Right. Good evening Jitesh. Good evening Shiva. Right. Same by the graph only, like Parvinder, yesterday we took the question of trapezoidal. We know what to do in Simpson's. We do the parabolic fitting, but by taking 2 consecutive intervals. That is why we need the even number of intervals. So again, by the same idea, we can do it up. Okay, like yesterday night, agar aapne dekha ho, yesterday night, I shared you the yesterday's PDF in the Telegram group. Okay, that is GATE ESE by Rakesh Talreja. That is the GATE ESE by Rakesh Talreja. And yes, we are going to, okay. Yes, definitely. I'll share you the today's PDF also. Whatever question we are discussing, I will share it up today again in the same Telegram group. Okay. Yes, guys. So question number 1 for tonight. Question number 1 for today. Here it is. Let me bring up all the options on your screen. Ye lijiye. Right. The area under the curve shown between x equal to 1 to x equal to 3. So we are interested here. X equal to 1. X equal to 3 is to be evaluated using the trapezoidal rule. Right. Thank you Pradeep. Welcome to the session. Using the trapezoidal rule, the following points on the curve are given. Okay, what are the following points? Okay, 1, 2, 3 are the points. The coordinates of x and the coordinates of y are given to us. Okay, what is the evaluated area in meter square? Now everyone, let us revise what is the trapezoidal formula. Okay, what is the trapezoidal formula, guys? Okay, a quick review of the formula. So today we take up both the question, trapezoidal and Simpson, some direct question, some error based question. Okay, some direct and error based question. No, Utkarsh, no. Okay, so what is the trapezoidal formula? That is integration a to b fx dx by the trapezoidal rule is given by h by 2 fa plus fb. That is the end point, summation of end points plus twice all the intermediate points, f of x1 plus f of x2 and etc. All intermediate points, jitne bhi intermediate points. So how many intermediate points? Sir, it depends on the number of intervals, and number of intervals depend on the step size. H is known as the step size. Okay, so the area under the curve is to be evaluated. So यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे clearly what is the x coordinate? 1 से 2, 2 से 3. So clearly it is telling you that step size is 1. In how much steps x is increased? Okay, step size is 1. Correct guys. So some of you coming with the correct answer. तो step size यहाँ पे 1 होगा. चलो बहुत बढ़िया. तो स्टेप साइज यहाँ पे h का वैल्यू 1 है, राइट. देन व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ a? A is equal to 1. What is the value of f1? f1 means the value of y, that is directly given. Okay, then we will take the x1 equal to 2. एक step में बढ़ेंगे and then finally I reach 3 and that is the final point B. Okay, what is the value of f2? f2 का value given 4 है. Then अगर x का value 3 है तो y का value 9 है, so f3 का value 9 given है. Collecting all of this and putting in the trapezoid formula, what is the value of the integral? What is the value of the integration? H का value 1 है, 1 by 2 fa plus fb, f1 plus f3, 1 plus 9, sum of the end points plus twice intermediate points. How many intermediate point? Only one intermediate point, that is 4. So ये हो गया half. Okay, that is 10 plus 8, 18, half of 18, answer is equal to the 9. The answer is equal to the 9, everybody. ठीक है, right? Answer is equal to 9. Option number C. Option number C. ठीक है, चलो cool. Next question की तरफ जाते हैं. Okay, simple question था ये. Similarly, next question की जाते हैं. What is the value of integral 2.5 से 4 log x calculated using the trapezoidal rule with 5 subintervals? Clearly mentioned है with the 5 subintervals. It is mentioned with the 5 subintervals. And मुझे ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है, मुझे ऐसा intuition था, but मुझे just you guys making me feel that maybe numerical methods is easy. Yes, it is easy. Okay, but especially for mechanical civil there is a guaranteed question. Mechanical में तो 200% guarantee मैं बोलता हूँ, civil also 90% guarantee you have a question of numerical integration, but still easy है. I think people are less interested. Okay, people are very much less interested. Okay, so this much of the less crowd in maths I never see. Okay, so what to do? Numerical methods, if you don't want, you can write in the comment box. Okay, sir, plan something else. Numerical methods, we know it is easy. Okay, it is easy. मैंने सोचा question practice रख लेते हैं. Okay, but I think people feel it as easy. People feel it as easy. No issues, guys. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है people feel it as easy. So integral 2.5 से 4 log x dx calculated using the trapezoidal rule with 5 subintervals. 5 subintervals. N का value 5 है. Right, 5 subintervals. So what is the step size? Upper limit minus lower limit, that is the total interval size divided by 5. We have to divide into 5. Okay, so 1.5 divided by 5, step size is 0.3. Step size is 0.3, right? Step size is 0.3. बिल्कुल नहीं लग रहा मुझे. I mean, Jitesh, I really feel that students don't want. Okay, but लिखते हैं. If the attendance increases in the 5-10 minutes, otherwise numerical methods का यही समझ में आएगा, नहीं चाहिए. So what are the values of x and what are the values of fx? यहाँ पे एक सिंपल सा एंट्री बना लेते हैं, x versus fx. fx is log of x, the function to be integrated. The starting value of x is 2.5. Okay, so this is log of 2.5. Right? Don't write down the value right now. I'm just showing you. Then 2.8, then 3.1, then 3.4, then 3.7, and finally getting to 4. Right? So write down these values: log of 2.8 and etc. up to log 4. Directly calculation में put करते हैं. So what is the value of the integration? What is the value of the integration? H by 2. What is the step size? Directly putting in the formula 0.3 by 2. FA plus FB end points. Log of 2.5 plus log of 4. Right end points. Plus twice the intermediate values. That is twice log of 2.8 से लेके log of what will be this 3.7. ठीक है. So what is this? This is equal to 0.15. Log A plus log B is log A into B. So this one is log of 2.5 into 4. Rest is twice log of log A plus log B etc. So multiply all of them. 2.8, 2.8 के बाद 3.1, 3.4, 3.7. Okay, just calculate. Get your virtual calculators active. Right? Get your virtual calculators active. $1.753. Correct. Gaurav, correct. Parvinder, correct. 1.753. Nearly. This is 1.753. 1.753 is the absolute correct answer. बहुत ही बढ़िया. 1.753. Cool. One 1.753. Done? Yeah, it is done. Next question. Next question on screen. चलिए चलते हैं next question. Now for the integral 0 से pi by 2, for the integral 0 से pi by 2, 8 plus 4 cos x dx, what is the absolute percentage error? What is the absolute percentage error in numerical evaluation with the trapezoidal rule using only the endpoints? Okay, trapezoidal rule using only the endpoints. What is the meaning of this? Trapezoidal rule है but बोला है using only the endpoints. Using only and only the endpoints. Using only and only endpoints. मतलब how many interval? Just one interval. First point to the last point. That is only one sub interval. That is what is the meaning of this. Using only endpoints. That means n is equal to 1. Using only one interval. Using only the one sub interval. ठीक है? That is what it should mean here. ठीक है, cool. Right, n equal to 1 है यहाँ पे. Right. So now, if n is equal to 1, what will be the interval size? Step size b minus a divided by n. So step size will also be pi by 2. Just one step only. Right. What is the value of the integration then? What is the value of the integration? H by 2, pi by 2 by 2, and only the end points are there. F of 0 plus f of pi by 2. That's it. The twice sum of the intermediate point, but there is no intermediate point. Only f0 plus f pi by 2. What is the value of fx? Fx is the function to be integrated. 8 plus 4 cos x. 8 plus 4 cos x. तो ये कितना हो गया? Pi by 4. Pi by 4. What is the value of f0? f0 हो गया 8 plus 4. Cos 0 का value 1. And what is the value of f pi by 4? Pi by 2, sorry. तो cos pi by 2 is 0. Only 8 बचेगा. Right. 8 at 16 plus 4, 20. So pi by 4 is multiplied by 20. So the answer is 5 pi. Calculations बाद में करते हैं. So that is the answer by trapezoidal rule. But this question is not asking the trapezoidal rule. Oh my God, there is somebody named as trapezoidal. Hi, interesting. Trapezoidal coming to the trapezoidal class. So answer is the 5 pi. Right. That is the answer by trapezoidal rule. But question is asking the absolute percentage error. What is the absolute percentage error? For that I need the exact value also. For this I will be needing the exact value also. What is the exact value? And for error based question, the integral will be given which is simple to integrate. You will be given simple integration. So exact value निकालना है. We know to integrate 8 plus 4 cos x. Quickly let us integrate 8 plus 4 cos x. So 8 integral is 8x plus 4 cos x integral is the sin x. Limit is 0 से pi by 2. So this is equal to 8 pi by 2 plus 4 sin pi by 2 is 1 minus sin 0 0 and x 0. Lower limit is 0. So this is equal to 4 pi plus 4. This is the exact answer, 4 pi plus 4. Right. Now what is the absolute percentage error? Okay, and absolute form में absolute means modulus लेंगे. Okay, what is the percentage error? Basic definition. Okay, it is the difference between the exact value and the approximate value divided by as compared by the exact value. Okay, and absolute means apply the modulus. Modulus of exact value minus approx value. Approx value by the numerical method. Which numerical method here? Sir, trapezoidal rule. Okay, divided by the exact value. Divided by the exact. Always compared with the modulus of the exact value, and percentage means into 100. So I have 4 pi plus 4 minus 5 pi was the approximate value divided by 4 pi plus 4 is the exact value. Always the error is compared with respect to what should be the actual answer. Actual answer से कितना deviation मिला. The base is always the actual answer. Okay, so ये कितना हो गया? That is 4 minus pi and then it is divided by the exact value. So it is 5.18 approximately. 5.18% is the error. Acha. Although it's not a very big error, 5% hai, but why it is still 5%? The errors using trapezoidal is even much lower. But why it is 5%? यहाँ पे 5% भी क्यों आया? I will tell you the reason for this. The reason of 5% is also the case because number of subintervals is only one. We have directly taken one interval, directly FA and FB. More the number of subintervals you take. Yesterday I told you error formula. More the number of subintervals. Okay. More the number of subintervals, lesser will be the error. जितने ज़्यादा subinterval में तोड़ोगे उतना छोटा step size होगा, right? जितना छोटा step size होगा उतना छोटा error होगा. Okay, so if you increase the number of subintervals, that means if you decrease the step size, the error will be even much more lower. इसी question को 10 step size से करके देखो. You can try solving the same question by 10 steps. By 10 steps, right? Then the answer will be very much close to the exact value, almost tending to the exact value. No issues. Chalo guys, ye lijiye. Next question. The error. Okay. Now Akash, that gives the maximum error, not the exact error. ये जो फॉर्मूला था that was the error bound formula. कि error is bound mod e less than equal to something, right Akash? चलो. So guys, this is again the question on error. So ये लीजिए, this one, let this question be homework for you. It's again a gate 2 mark question and this is a homework for you, okay? इसको homework में convert कर देते हैं. ठीक है. Done. This is converted into the homework and let's move towards the next question. Everybody solve this question. Now Simpson's rule. Everybody solve the question with the Simpson's rule. Let us review the formula. Okay. Let us review the formula for Simpson's. What was the formula? The integration will be given by Simpson's matlab Simpson's 1/3 rule by default. H by 3 142 S0 plus 4S1 plus 2S2. That is the code 142 जो मैंने बोला. Right. What is the value of S0? FA plus FB end points. That means end points. What was the value of S1? F of X1, F of X3. All odd intermediate points. What was the value of S2? F of X2, F of X4, etc. How many intermediate points that I can't say, that depends on the step size. Okay, this is what was the formula. So come on, everybody apply this and give me the answer. Everybody apply this and give me the answer. Apply and give me the answer, everybody. Yes. Chalo. So let us look into the statistics of this question. How much is the value of the fx? The function fx is 1 by x. Okay. What is the step size? H is equal to 0.25. So how many intervals? 1 से लेके 2 जाना है 0.25 के step में. Of course. So number of intervals will be 4. 2 minus 1 divided by 0.25, that is equal to 4. So number of subintervals will be 4 and that should be always even. For Simpson's rule, it should be always even and even. 2 minus 1 divided by 0.25. Okay, 1 upon 0.25, answer is 4. Answer is 4. Chalo. Fantastic. Let's move ahead. Okay, so what is the value of FA? Starting point. देखो x का वैल्यू कहां से स्टार्ट करना है? x equal to 1. Okay, what is the value of f1? 1 upon x है. Okay, then x is equal to 1.25. f of 1.25. Okay, this is actually known as x1 and this is known as a. इसको a बोल देते हैं. Then we will take x2 1.5. Then we will take the x3 1.75 and then we will take the x4. That is x4 नहीं, that is equal to 2 and 2 means the end point. इसको b बोलेंगे, right? What is f of 1.25? 1 divided by 1.25, so that is just like 4 by 5. ये 0.8 हो जाएगा. Then f of 1.5, f of 1.5, 1 upon 1.5, like 2 by 3, 0.67. f of 1.75, 1 upon 1.75. Okay, this is just like 4 by 7. Okay, this is just like 4 by 7. तो near about ये हो जाएगा 0.57. Okay, near about 0.57. And finally f of 2. What is f of 2? 1 by 2. And this one is 0.5. ठीक है? Put down the value. So this is what? x1 and x3, all odd points. This will give you the value of s1. This will give you the value of s1, 0.8 plus 0.57, right? And this will give you the value of s2. s2 means sum of the function at all even points, and there is only one even point x2, and the value of s2 will be 0.67. 0.67, that is it. 0.67, right? अब आ जाते हैं, what is the fa and fb? Okay, and what is the value of s0? S0 is the sum of the end points 1 and 0.5, that is 1.5, और ये कितना हो गया 1.37. Okay, so what is the integration formula according to the Simpson's rule? H का value लिख लेंगे, H is 0.25, H is 0.25 and then divided by 3. S0 जो कि आया 1.5 plus 4S1 1.37 plus 2S2, and S2 is equal to 0.67. Just complete this values and write down the answer. Okay, complete कर देते हैं इसको and answer को लिख देते हैं. Right. .693 approximately, right? 0.693, right? That is 0.693. 0.693. बिल्कुल ले सकते हैं परविंदर. There is not going to be issue in that. Okay, 0.693 is the correct answer. 0.693, that is. अच्छा, okay. Options के according, ठीक है, बढ़ा देते हैं. I did manual calculation है, sorry, मैंने options नहीं देखा. I thought NAT question है, मैं NAT को लेके चल रहा था, तो कोई बात नहीं. अब options के हिसाब से जाएंगे. ये तो perfect है. ओके, सो केवल मुझे इसको चेक करना पड़ेगा. इसको हम ऐसे ही लिख देते हैं. लेट मी टेक इट एज 4 by 7, राइट, एंड इसको भी हम 2 by 3. लुकिंग इनटू द ऑप्शंस आई एम चेंजिंग इट. ओके, आई थॉट NAT क्वेश्चन है, तो ये यहाँ पे S1 का वैल्यू मैंने लिख दिया. S1 का वैल्यू कितना हो गया 0.8 plus 4 by 7. ओके, रेस्ट हम डायरेक्टली कैलकुलेशंस में पुट करते हैं इन चीज़ों को. ये परफेक्ट 1.5 है. दिस इज इक्वल टू 4 इंटू S1 का वैल्यू है 0.8 plus 4 by 7. एग्जैक्ट प्रिसिशन ले आएंगे बाय द कैलकुलेटर, राइट, एंड दिस इज 2 by 3. इसको भी एग्जैक्ट 2 by 3 रहने देते हैं. ओके, दैट इज एग्जैक्ट 2 by 3, सो दैट इवन अ सिंगल डेसिमल प्लेस विल काउंट. चलो, अब आ गया मेरा आंसर फाइनली. नाउ इट शुड बी सिंपल. Anyways, you have the virtual calculator. The 0.69325, 0.69325 ऑप्शन नंबर C जाएगा. ओके, सो लुकिंग इनटू द ऑप्शंस, हम फिर बाकी कैलकुलेटर से कर लेते हैं. ओके, नो इश्यूज. कैलकुलेटर्स, वर्चुअल कैलकुलेटर से कर लीजिए इस कैलकुलेशन को. ठीक है, चलो. एनीवेज, मूविंग अहेड विद द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. हैव अ लुक इनटू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Simpson's, it's a gate 1 mark question. Simpson's 1/3 rule is used to integrate the function 3 by 5 x square plus 9 by 5 between x equal to 0 and x equal to 1 using the least number of equal subintervals. What is the value of the integral? Least number of equal subinterval. What is the meaning of this? कितने subintervals? Can you please comment? Okay, we have the least number of equal subintervals. Subintervals are always chosen as equal only, But what is the meaning of least number of equal subintervals? What should be n? Can you say this by comment? Can you say this by comment? Okay. Least number of equal subintervals. Tell me, anybody? What is the least number of equal subintervals? N कितना लेंगे? हाँ, that is what question आपको फंसा देगा. That is what question फंसा देगा. Is the n equal to 1? This is wrong. N equal to 1 is wrong. Why? The real answer is n equal to 2, because in Simpsons we should always have the even number of subintervals. We should always have the even number of subinterval. Even. Okay, that is what is the catch of the question. That is what is the catch of the question. Simpsons hai to even number of subintervals. So what is the least even number? 2. So number of intervals will be 2. Okay. Okay. Now you can apply. Now you can apply the Simpsons formula. मैं इसका alternate बताऊंगा. Okay. What is the alternate? What is the shortcut for this? Okay. One more question है. एक simple सा shortcut बोलूंगा. Look into the shortcut for the question. What is the shortcut for the question, sir? It is fx equal to 3 by 5 x square plus 9 by 5, right? What is the shortcut for the question? Yes, Parvinder, बहुत बढ़िया. So this function is actually quadratic, degree 2, and you know that error by the Simpsons rule is 0. Error by the Simpsons rule is 0 if it is a polynomial up to degree 3. Okay, error is equal to 0 if it is a polynomial of degree 3. That is what मैंने कल आपको logic explain किया था. If it is up to cubic equation, polynomial cubic equation up to cubic, you will always get the 0 error. 0 error means you can calculate. Okay, you can calculate exact value. वो ज्यादा इजी होगा. What is the exact answer, sir? Integration 0 से कहां तक? 0 से लेके 1. Integration 0 से 1. 3 by 5 x square plus 9 by 5. 9 by 5 dx. Done. Sir, what is the integral of x square? X cube by 3. 3 cancel तो बचेगा x cube by 5 plus 9 x by 5. Lower limit 0, upper limit 1. तो upper limit आ गया 1 plus 9 whole divide by 5. Lower limit is 0, 0. 10 by 5, answer is 2. Simple. So whenever it is the polynomial up to the degree, okay, polynomial error is equal to 0 for, ये point हमने कल discuss किया था, for polynomial with degree less than equal to 3. Error is equal to 0 for the polynomial degree less than equal to 3. Simpson say you can try, you are 100% going to get the same answer. By the Simpsons also you are going to get the 100% same answer. There is no deviation in it. एकदम same answer आने वाला है 100%. ठीक है, कोई doubt नहीं रखना. चलो, बहुत बढ़िया. ये लीजिए next question. The magnitude as the error. Now this is an error question, and now this time it is the 4th order polynomial. 4th, degree 4. Degree 4 है polynomial का, तो definitely there will be some error. But what is the error? For that we have to calculate the answer, exact answer, approximate answer. The magnitude as the error, okay, correct to 2 decimal places in the estimation of following integration using Simpson's 1/3 rule. Take the step length as 1. Take the step length as 1. So directly h is equal to 1 given hai. So what is the number of subintervals? Final minus initial upon 1. So 4 subintervals will be there. 4 subintervals will be there. Right. 4 subintervals will be there. Right. So what is the value of A? A is 0. Okay. And what is the value of F0? F0 is 10. Then next is x1. What is the step size? 1. So increase by 1, 1, 1. So what is the f1? 1 power 4 plus 10, that is equal to 11. What is the value of x2? X2 equal to 2. So what is the value of f2? 2 raised to the power 4 plus 10, that is equal to 26. Right. What is the value of x3? X3 equal to 3. Next to जाएगा x3 equal to 3. What is the value of f3? 3 power 4, 81 plus 10, which is 91. And finally x4 that will be known as b, upper limit 4. What is the f4? Okay, 4 raised to the power 4 plus 10, 256 plus 10, 266. ये दोनों odd points में जाएंगे, right? These are odd, this one is even, these are odd. Okay, so these two combined, x1, x2, will give you the value of s1. 11 plus 91 is 102. What is the value of s2 then? ये चला जाएगा s2 की वैल्यू में. s2 is 26 and s0 is the sum of extremes. 10 plus 266, that is the 276. Cool. So what should be the answer then? What should be the answer by the Simpson's rule? What should be the answer by the Simpsons? Integral is h by 3. h कितना है? 1 by 3. s0 है 276 plus 4s1 102 plus 2s2. s2 है 26. Okay, put down all these values and get the answer. Okay, you are getting 245.33 is the answer by Simpsons. 245.33. Okay, and then what is the exact answer? Exact integral x power 4 plus 10, simple integration है ना, x power 4 plus 10 limit 0 से 1, so that is equal to x power 5 by 5 plus 10x limit 0 से लेके 4, sorry, the limit is 0 से लेके 4, right? So this is 4 power 5 by 5 plus 10 into 4, upper limit, lower limit is just 0. 4 power 5, 1024 divide by 5 plus 40. Okay, how much it is turning out? And this is 244.8. The magnitude as the error, magnitude of the error, absolute error. Which formula, Akash? Which formula? What is the magnitude of the error? Come on. So, magnitude of the error, absolute error will be equal to 245. ठीक है, यहाँ आप नॉर्मली करो, एग्जैक्ट माइनस, वैसे भी मैग्नीट्यूड लेना है, एग्जैक्ट माइनस अप्रोक्सीमेट मॉडुलस. ओके, right, and only they are asking the magnitude of the error. It is not asking relative error, it is not asking you the percentage error. ये ध्यान रखना है. So how much is the answer? The answer is 0.53. Right, 0.53. That's it. Okay, यहाँ पे आंसर आ गया 0.53. Everybody 0.53. Cool. चलो done. Okay, so this was again question on error. हाँ आकाश, जस्ट वीडियो को रिवाइंड करो. आपने पहले भी ये चीज पूछी थी, मैंने क्या आंसर दिया था? वाई वी कैन नॉट यूज दिस फॉर्मूला, वाई वी कैन नॉट यूज दिस फॉर्मूला. एक बार रिवाइंड करके सुनो गौर से, मैंने आपको रीजन ऑलरेडी बताया. वाई वी कैन नॉट यूज दिस फॉर्मूला, वेदर दिस इज द एरर फॉर्मूला या एरर बाउंड फॉर्मूला. ओके, वी कैन नॉट अप्लाई दिस, आकाश. चलो, ओके, नेक्स्ट. सो वन मोर क्वेश्चन ऑन द एरर, एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू ऑफ द एरर. होमवर्क, the absolute value of the error, take this as homework. Okay, using the Simpsons. E power x ka direct integration is very easy. You can direct integrate and then you can find out the value by Simpsons. Similar question as homework, guys. Okay, this one is the similar question as the homework. Chalo, right. Done. Moving ahead with the next question. Gate 20 का एक क्वेश्चन लिया है 2 मार्क्स का. Okay, what is the evaluation of the definite integral -1 से 1.4 x mod x dx by using Simpson's 1/3 rule with the step size 0.6? With the step size 0.6. Okay, step size 0.6 है, तो how many sub intervals will be here? Upper limit minus the lower limit divided by step size. 2.4 by 0.6, 4. Okay, 4 sub intervals will be there and it is even. It should be always even only for Simpsons, otherwise question frame नहीं होगा. Okay, चलो Simpsons will not work for odd number of intervals because we have the quadratic fitting for 2 consecutive sub intervals, जैसा कि हमने कल देखा था. Right. So what is the function fx here, guys? Important point is to understand the function fx. What is the fx? X mod x. Now what is x mod x? Mod x is equal to x. So x into x is x square. Mod x equal to x if x is greater than equal to 0. But if the x is less than 0, ये तो हमें पता है ना. If the x is less than 0, mod x is minus x. Mod x is minus x, so minus of x square, right? Parvinder, this is not a polynomial function. Polynomial functions are continuous polynomial function. They are not broken into limit. इसको मैं polynomial नहीं बोलूंगा. That is why don't integrate this directly. If it was only x square, fx is always x square, yeah, fx is always minus x square, then I will call it as polynomial. So this is not a throughout polynomial function, so don't integrate directly. अगर continuous polynomial function होता throughout, then we can integrate directly because error by the Simpsons will be 0. But don't directly integrate. जहां कर सकते थे वहां मैंने करके भी बताया है. Okay, we could have integrated directly in the previous cases, but not here. Okay, Parvinder? चलो, तो इसको आपको ट्राई करके ही देखना पड़ेगा. So what is the value of a? It is just calculations. A का वैल्यू स्टार्ट करेंगे. A is -1. Then what is the step size? 0.6. -1 plus 0.6 minus 0.4. x2 plus 0.6 तो 0.2, x3 plus 0.6 तो 0.8, x4 again plus 0.6 तो 1.4. अरे 1.4 is the last value, sir, so this is known as b. Right? What is the value of the functions now? F of -1. Now whenever x is negative, use minus x square. Okay, negative है तो minus of x square -1. F of minus 0.4 minus of x square. Okay, so minus of 0.16. F of 0.2 ये positive है, so this will be x square. 0.2 का square 0.4, right? 0.2 का square 0.04. ठीक है? Then what is the value of f 0.3? F 0.3 is 0.3. Positive है तो directly x square. Okay, 0.8 it is, not 0.3. इसको लिख दिया 0.8, so that is equal to 0.8 square, that is the 0.64, and finally f 1.4 fb, that is positive 1.4 का square is 1.96. Okay, चलो, now coming up with the values, what is the s0 and what is the s1? ये हो जाएगा s1, sum of odd points x1 and x3. Okay, these two will be counted in odd and this one is even. Okay, so 0.16 negative में है plus 0.64, so this one is 0.48. Okay, this one is directly s2 is 0.04, right? And what is the value of s0? -1, end points को add कर दिया, plus 1.96, so this is 0.96. What is the value of the integral by the Simpson's rule? H by 3, h has 0.6, divide by 3, s0 plus 4s1 plus 2s2. Okay, let's get the answer. .592, absolutely correct. 0.592, ये लीजिए ऑप्शन नंबर डी, मैच्ड. सो आपको समझ में आ रहा होगा गाइस दैट दीज आर स्कोरिंग क्वेश्चंस, नथिंग बट अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ प्रैक्टिस एंड दीज आर स्कोरिंग क्वेश्चन. These are known as the scoring questions with little bit of practice, right? With a little bit of practice. Okay, so since yesterday we have taken different variety of question, direct question, error based question. ठीक है, breaking the function like this mod function है, ये भी direct question but just mod function was involved, so I thought मैं आपको बता दूं. And this is not known as polynomial function whenever it is broken into two different parts. उसको polynomial नहीं बोलेंगे, so don't integrate directly like one of the previous question. Error वाले question लिए, कुछ conceptual question लिए थे yesterday, so I think this mix is sufficient for trapezoidal and Simpsons. Okay, if you followed only these much of question today's and yesterday, totally sufficient for trapezoidal and Simpsons. आपको बिल्कुल भी टेंशन लेने का जरूरत नहीं है. It is totally sufficient. Need not worry at all. ठीक है, 1% भी यहाँ पे टेंशन लेने का जरूरत नहीं है. Okay, PDF मैं यहाँ पे शेयर कर दूंगा. PDF I will share in the Telegram group and PDF will again be password protected. तो क्या पासवर्ड रह गया आज का? कौन सा क्वेश्चन किया है? न्यूमेरिकल मेथड्स का किया है ना, ट्रेपेजॉइडल एंड सिम्पसन्स रूल किया है, तो ट्रेपेजॉइडल एंड सिम्पसन्स क्वेश्चन. टुडेज PDF पासवर्ड ओनली फॉर लाइव स्टूडेंट. जो लाइव हैं वो पासवर्ड लेके जाएंगे. ओके, डोंट आस्क द पासवर्ड्स इन द टेलीग्राम. ओके, एंड आई रिक्वेस्ट यू ऑल्सो डोंट शेयर इट. मैं आपको बेनिफिट दे रहा हूं तो कीप योर बेनिफिट विथ यू, बिकॉज यू आर लाइव, यू आर लर्निंग, you have dedication to keep this benefit with you without any space. TSQ, trapezoidal Simpson's question. Simple logic, कुछ भी लॉजिक बना देते हैं पासवर्ड के लिए. Trapezoidal Simpson's question. आ गया बात समझ में? That is the password for this PDF which will be shared to you by tonight. मैं रात में शेयर करूंगा, टाइम की गारंटी नहीं है, बट रात में सोने के पहले मैं शेयर कर दूंगा. ओके, लेकिन आपके पास आज रात में आ जाएगा. अभी भी आ सकता है, थोड़ा लेट भी आ सकता है, बट आज आ जाएगा. You will get the PDF today. That is what I will tell you. TSQ, trapezoidal Simpson's question. Chalo guys, so this is the password for today's PDF. You'll get the password in the Telegram group. Okay, let me share you the Telegram if you're not in the Telegram. And again I repeat guys, this much of the variety for trapezoidal and Simpson's is sufficient. जो हमने कल से लेके किया है, since yesterday and today, this is sufficient for your exam. Okay, इतना कर लिया बहुत है, and mostly 2 marks question you can get, mostly. Okay, अब मैं आपको बता दूं tomorrow what we are going to do guys. Tomorrow what we are going to do, we are going to take up the non-linear and linear equation. Okay, जिसमें सबसे ज्यादा आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट होगा न्यूटन-राफसन. Again it will be a question practice session. Okay, Newton-Raphson, regular falsi, bisection, etc. That is for the non-linear equations. With regard to the linear equations, Gauss-Seidel. Right, so these are the methods that we are going to take up today, जिसमें से न्यूटन आपके लिए सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. रेगुलर फाल्सी, बाइसेक्शन, मे बी देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन, लेस चांसेस. ओके, गॉस-सीडल also not much probable, but Newton-Raphson can be expected. Okay, so tomorrow non-linear and linear equations on the same channel, same time, same place. Okay guys, bye bye, thank you, stay safe, take care, see you tomorrow once again.